Mga lovelies, let me ask you, have you loved someone so deeply, yet your heart is torn between holding on and letting go? Have you ever whispered to God, Lord, I still love them, but what if love is not enough? What if fear is stronger than faith? If you ever found yourself standing at the painful crossroad of the heart, this vlog is for you. Welcome to Kwento Kwento ni Lovely Joyce, but this time, with God. I've read so many posts and heard countless stories of people caught between love and fear. And honestly, I've been there too. I'm not sharing this to open old wounds, but because I know the weight of standing in the in-between, still loving, but not knowing if love can survive. And today, I want us to see this not just through emotions, but through the eyes of God. Love at a crossroads is more than just two people. It's your soul being tested. Sometimes we step back, not because we stop loving, but because clarity and healing is needed. Sometimes we hold on, not because of genuine love, but out of fear of being alone. So, here's the question. If you're holding on, is it because of true love, or because fear keeps you chained? And if you're letting go, is it because God is leading you to freedom, or because fear is louder than faith? God is asking us, do you trust me enough to believe that if this chapter closes, I can still write a more beautiful story for you? Or do you trust me enough to believe that if this love is meant for you, I can beautifully restore it in my perfect time? Mga lovelies, stepping back does not always mean goodbye. Sometimes it means letting God step in. I remember the season when I loved so deeply. Yet, every day, fear consumed me. Everyone around me, let go, free yourself. But my heart screamed, I can't. I prayed, Lord, what if I let go and lose him forever? What if he finds someone better than me? But God whispered, what if letting go is not losing, but protecting your heart for something greater? What if trusting me brings healing, not just for you, but for him too? It hurts. It broke me. I walked away, not because I wanted to, but because I know we both need peace. And in my silence and my surrender, God revealed this truth. A love surrendered to him is never wasted. Months of no contact felt like death to my heart. But in prayer, I discovered this. True love will never make you beg. It will return, brave, genuine, and whole. And if it doesn't, then accept that it was a gift for that season and not a prison for a lifetime. And trust me, surrender is not easy, but I decided to place my trust in God. It reminds me of this verse. There is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear. Because fear has to do with punishment, and the one who fears is not made perfect in love. 1 John chapter 4, verse 18. This used to be my favorite verse, and I remember clearly sharing this verse to him during the first phase of our struggles. Made me realize that when we love, fear should be out of the question. And this verse pierced my heart because I realized I was not just afraid of losing love. I was so afraid of trusting God completely. My fear was louder than love. Fear of being replaced, fear of being forgotten, and fear of being not enough. But when I anchored my heart in God, I stopped asking. I stopped asking, Lord, what if I get hurt again? And started asking, Lord, what are you teaching me through this? That's when I understood God's love does not make you beg or cling. It makes you whole, safe, and strong. And when you know you are whole in him, you stop fearing loss. Because even if people walk away, your heart is still safe in his hands. Honestly, I'm a little sad today because my heart is so heavy. You see, ever since I get close to God, there's this connection leading my heart to his heart. And whatever he feels at the moment, I would feel it here too. It's like a gift that I don't understand. And I know that he is currently at the crossroad right now. I don't know his answer, but I hope and pray that his choice will bring him happiness and complete healing back to God. It might not include me anymore, but I still wish him the best of everything. And I will still pray for him because he will always be the most beautiful part of my life. You know, mga lovelies, when I was reflecting on my own journey of love, fear, and surrender, God reminded me, you are not the first to feel this way. Even in the Bible, They were people who stood at their own crossroads of the hearts, and their stories teaches us very powerful lessons of love, trust, and God's timing. So let me share some with you. This one, the story of Ruth and Naomi. Ruth lost her husband. She had every reason to let fear dictate her future. But instead of clinging to fear, she clung to faith. And through her obedience, God led her to Boaz, rewriting her story with redemption and new love. What's the lesson? When we let go of fear and trust God, He can turn our mourning into blessing. 2. The story of Abram and Isaac. God asked Abram to surrender Isaac, the very son he loved the most. It was the ultimate test of trust. Abram obeyed, and God provided a ram in Isaac's place. What's the lesson? Surrender is never the end. It's the doorway to God's greater provision. 3. The story of the prodigal son. The son let go of his father's love, chasing the world. But when he returned, broken and ashamed, his father ran to him with open arms. What's the lesson? Love, refined by God, always chooses courage. Courage to return, to repent, and to rebuild. So what is God's message for all of us? Love and fear cannot reign in the same heart. One will always silence the other. If you're holding on, but fear is louder than faith, surrender it to God. If you are letting go, but bitterness is guiding you, surrender it to God. Because fear is not from Him, but love is. At the crossroad of the heart, don't choose based only on emotions. Choose based on faith. And if you are waiting, don't chase, don't beg. Instead, trust God. Because when love returns in His perfect timing, it will not come back half-hearted. It will come back brave, genuine, and refined by His fire. And if it does not return, then trust this. God is writing a love story for you. One more beautiful, healing, and holy than the one you thought you lost. So mga lovelies, remember this. Every heartbreak, every pause, every letting go is not wasted when surrendered to God. Your story is not ending. It's just unfolding. And sometimes what it feels like the end is simply God's way, turning the pages into better chapters. So let's keep trusting Him, and let's keep choosing faith over fear. And most of all, keep believing that God will never leave you empty, because He Himself is the fullness of love. This is your Lovely Joyce reminding you, our kwento is still being written by God. So even with a heavy heart, keep the faith, and even with a broken heart, keep the hope. And even when your tears are flowing, like mine, let's keep walking with God. God bless your heart, mga lovelies.